Don't jack cars up like morons and you won't die. Pro tip, get yourself a mallet or piece of wood. Make sure your safety locking pins are through. There we go. And what you're gonna do now is just bash each side of this to make sure the jack is correctly seated. You'll hear it when I hit it. See how that kind of sings? That means that's correctly seated, and so it's not sitting pissed. You know, it's not like jammed in there at a slight angle. Sometimes these feet down here will just be off the ground by maybe a mil, in which case tapping the jack stand with a rubber mallet will bash it back into square and make sure that it's set, it can't slip and it can't move. Obviously, and this should hopefully go without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway, if the jack stand is that pissed with the car resting on it, then don't knock it into place. Jack the car back up off of the stand, reset the stand and start again. And obviously make sure your stands are seated somewhere where they're not going to slip easily. What you notice, I put them on the frame rails, but quite a long way back along the frame rail, so there's no chance of them slipping up the slope and dropping the car. My friend and I are doing a gear stick linkage. Not only in jacking this car up am I responsible for my safety of working under a car, on a driveway essentially on jacks, which is probably one of the most dangerous ways you can work under a car, but I'm also responsible for my friend's safety, who's also going to be under here. And when it comes to jacking stuff up on your driveway, doing work or whatever, but always go above and beyond when it comes to your safety. So these jack stands have a max laden capacity for both of 3 tons. So it's 1,500 kilograms each. My whole car weighs 1,445 kilograms, fully laden, like when it came off the factory line. So it's probably a little bit lighter now, because you know, I cut these away. Which means, if I could balance my car on one of these and it would not collapse. The safety ratings, weight ratings that you get on things like this are always a little bit under what they can actually handle, because manufacturers, no dumbasses, will overload them. If you don't have axle stands, get some. Don't buy them secondhand off eBay or Facebook or Craigslist. Just go buy some new, because you can forget about it. If they're new, right? You can trust them. If you are really, really stuck, you can make wooden Jenga blocks. You know, decent wood, by the way. I'm not talking like floorboards. I'm talking, you know, and you'd be surprised at the weight that can hold. Don't jack up on soft surfaces. Like, if you got this on your driveway, don't jack up on this, because that could just sink straight into it. You might not necessarily know what's underneath your shingle or grass or dirt or whatever. It might not come down quick, but it might come down quick enough that where you're underneath it, you don't notice, and it comes down, and then you get stuck. And now you've got to lift the fucking car off you. And if you're working alone, make damn sure that everything is absolutely hunky-dory, and only be under the car if you have to. So don't like sit under there after doing a job, sitting on your phone, you know. If you don't need to be under there, don't be under there. Just stay safe out there, you know. Cars are fun to work on, and like I said, you can save thousands of pounds in maintenance and repairs just doing stuff yourself, and it's a great thing to learn. But do it in a way that doesn't get you killed.